Hello everyone, I'm glad you could join us for another paramotor flight. On this flight I had a little bit of fun at my wife's expense with the title. But we took off to test the air for a couple other folks who were out with us that day, and I was thinking of taking up. And Martha volunteered to go up with me so that we could experience the air together. And when we got up a little ways, she didn't feel comfortable with it, so I had given her some hand signals ahead of time to tell me that, yeah, we're going to have to land, and so that's what she's doing here. Now, she doesn't know that I've got a 360 camera right there looking at her. She doesn't register that, and so her facial expressions were so real and genuine that I had to put this in the video. It was a little bit of fun, and she and I had a good laugh afterwards. I have a loving wife and a wife that definitely showed incredible bravery here to go up with me, and I don't know, however, that she'll be jumping on the chance to get up with me on a day that isn't very, very calm on the next opportunity. We come in for a landing. She relaxes a little bit once we hit the ground, and listen to her calm and easy demeanor once we're on the ground, and she's waving and saying hello to everyone. Listen to this.
So what did you think?
That was pretty cool.
Pretty easy too, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Not very stressful, was it?
No. If I can get this thing off.
So we're beginning this next section of the video with my friend Ken. And Ken expressed an interest in paramotoring when I first started out. He came over to the house and took a look at the equipment and so forth. And so I told him as soon as I got Tandem qualified, many months from that day, that I would let him know and take him up in the air, and we exchanged information. We go to church together. And so Ken came out on this particular day, and it was absolutely perfect air. And we got in the air. Now he's right at 200 pounds. Now that's the upper limit for the engine that I have there. They make bigger engines, but I decided to go and stay with this. It's going to keep my passenger weights down. But we are taking off extremely slow. He is relaxed. He pulls out his camera and he starts taking some pictures. But it took us a while to get some altitude, as this next clip shows that we finally got up into some air and we had some fun there at a higher altitude. But it was a great flight, and the air that day was so relaxing. Now he looked down at an app that he had, and we were moving at about 25 miles per hour. Now normally when I'm flying alone, I'll fly somewhere around between 30 and 40, depending on the configuration of the wing. But this was just a great, floaty, relaxing flight, and so we'll see if Ken ever wants to get into paramotoring. He certainly had a great first flight here. Now when I started to come in for a landing, I misjudged my glide path, and I descended a little bit quickly, so I hit a little bit more gas here and get over the road that's right there, you see, and we come in for a nice landing. Now he's heavy at 200 pounds there, but I've got it balanced so that we hit just about right. You can see the shadow coming up here, and it's just about even. Now it's even better on the next flight that you'll see from the chase cam. But the 360 camera wasn't working for Bridget, our next passenger, next instructee. And so here with Bridget, we're going to be looking at it from the chase cam. And of course I don't have any close-ups of her experience. But Bridget was very excited about the idea of paramotoring, and was one of the first people to volunteer. Said, yeah, I want to be on a tandem flight whenever you have the opportunity. And so we got with her, and she was out there both times. The first time waiting when my wife was flying, and that day that she couldn't fly, and then again on this day. Now it was getting late in the evening, and it was actually darker than the picture appears. I had to lighten it a bit to get some sense of it as we're coming in. This is also a lightened section of the video, but you can see it's darker yet. But with her being as light as she was, the front end was up nicely. We come in, you can see the rear wheels hit the ground considerably before the front, and it was just a great flight and a great day. And I'm really thankful for everybody, folks that came out and shared that day with me. Now, the section I've got here is just for the sake of comparison. You know, the tandems are slow and floaty, but with this engine and a smaller wing, everything becomes much more dynamic. So if you decide to go into paramotoring individually, you can have a slow and floaty flight, or you can have one that's a little bit more charged. So have a great day. God bless.